stinker in the room,
Woo.
and I feel like we should wait on Marlo on this, but the stinker in the room is yesterday. The playoff committee came up with their final four for the playoffs. Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, and Notre Dame. I am perfectly okay with Alabama. I am perfectly okay with Clemson. Notre Dame on national TV showed they don't belong with the elite. With a team that can throw the ball. And then their first matchup is going to be Alabama. Ohio State didn't even play 8 games. Their conference, by the way, the conference commissioner, I'm sorry, the playoff commissioner is also an AD in the Big Ten. The conference said, you know what? We said you got to play X number of games in order to play in a championship game. Oh, we might not get a piece of that $1 billion money. Let's go ahead and make some changes. This was the year for them to get it right. Now, we being honest and full disclosure, the AAC commissioner went on national radio and said, if this how they gonna treat us, we might as well go back to the BCS. If you slap somebody at their job, they gonna hold a grudge. And if they about to pick the playoff teams, don't be going around slapping people that you need their vote. This is the time when you smooth them. The Donald Trump method wasn't gonna work for you. That was not the path. And now we have Ohio State in the playoffs. Marybeth.
I'm gonna pass this to Theo. Because you basically said what you said exactly what I was thinking. So, Theo, what you got?
Y'all not go listen. If you a Big Ten fan, if you an Ohio State fan, definitely a Scott Frost fan, you not finna like me. So earlier, COVID, we wasn't really sure. It was like, we not finna do this. Big Ten commissioner came out and said, you know what? We're gonna postpone it. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the brother who's the Big Ten commissioner? He just replaced the Big Ten commissioner. He just replaced this dude. I thought it was odd that so many people would come out and speak out against the Big Ten commissioner's decision, because we had never had this done before. This is the same Big Ten commissioner, not the new one, but the old Big Ten commissioner was the same dude that told the Fab Five, y'all will no longer be acknowledged in the Big Ten, let alone in Michigan. Y'all know this. Desmond Howard said it best. We couldn't have never thought about somebody speaking out against that commissioner. But wait, got a brother, brand new to the job. So many athletic directors, so many coaches, Scott Frost, so many coaches, the head coach from Ohio State, got so much to say. How did Nebraska do this year? They're not even worth talking about, right? Okay, cool. Then we deal with COVID issues at Ohio State. God darn it, even the head coach came down with COVID-19. Get the hell out of Dodge. But they bullied their way. The Big Ten teams bullied the Big Ten commissioner into saying, oh, we finna have a season. We finna have a season. That's what that's finna do. Ohio State, without having played 7 games because of COVID complications, COVID issues, bullied their way into a Big Ten championship football game. We knew they was gonna win.
What they had 6 games, right?
Yeah, bullied their way into it. Now we sitting up here knowing you don't meet the qualifications of other teams because we got your dude sitting on the board. You are literally finna bully your way into a national championship playoff game. You didn't qualify. Karma is a bitch because Justin Fields wanted all the smoke and he ain't looked that good this year. Some might make the argument, Justin, you probably need to come back next year because you're not going to be the #1 drafted quarterback based on this foolishness you had going on this year. But I digress because I told all the Georgia fanatics a long time ago, Justin Fields don't know how to read the whole damn field. That's why he couldn't get on the field in front of Jake Fromm, but I digress. Because with all that we talking about Ohio State, we got this other foolishness going on over here. Right? We got the other foolishness going on. Ohio State has so much to say. Why the hell is Notre Dame in here? Notre Dame is the national embarrassment of college football every time we put them in the national football playoffs. Why? I'm going to tell you why. And Marybeth, it's the Troys of the world's fault. It's the Troys of the world's fault. See, Troy finna get pissed off.
World.
The committee, the national championship committee, because I think we saw this one time before. Wait a minute. We did. I had it wrong earlier. It wasn't the SEC. It wasn't what 2 SEC teams that played for the national championship. It was 2 Big Ten teams that played for the national championship. It was Ohio State and Michigan. It was a damn good game. A few years ago, we had Georgia play Oklahoma. It was a damn good game. So you scared that you might wind up with an Alabama, Texas A&M national championship? So what we finna get? Because here's what we know, the three of us right now. We can go ahead and press fast forward. It's going to be Alabama versus Clemson. I say anything wrong? Can we go ahead and press fast forward? It's going to be Alabama.
Yeah.
Anybody want to make a bet right now? Do y'all think I just said something wrong? Alabama versus Clemson for national championship.
No, that's what's going to happen. It's like, it's their 5th time coming together within the last few years.
Yep. I would have loved to have seen Texas A&M versus Clemson.
And to be clear,
Cincinnati, that's got to play Georgia. Cincinnati could have been in the mix too. Show me what you're working with, Cincinnati. But I got to get Ohio State and Notre Dame.
So for any of you Big 12 fans, you are not worth talking about. You are not worth talking about because y'all ain't played defense since y'all was the Big 8. You are not worth talking about because the best team in your conference have a 5'5" quarterback. You are not worth talking about because you are struggling against teams you have no business struggling against.
Hold on, Marybeth.
Iowa State should have never been in contention for a playoff spot.
No, they shouldn't have. Troy, y'all remember the movie Passenger 57? You and Marybeth?
Yeah.
You remember when Wesley Snipes escaped from the airport because the deputy sheriffs were trying to hold him and he beat all their asses?
Yes.
This is how I look at Notre Dame when it comes to them being in the college championship playoffs. Remember when the deputy asked the sheriff, he said, "You want us to go after him?" He said, "Why? So he can get some more practice whooping your dumb ass?" That's how I feel about Notre Dame. They just coming in so somebody else can get some practice whooping their ass. That's how I feel about it. Why? Why y'all finna do this to me? I gotta sit here and look at Notre Dame and get drugged again.
So again, I'm petty, so I'm gonna bring it up. Dear Notre Dame football players, if you have a girlfriend you've not seen, that is not your girlfriend. It's probably a dude. Let it go. There are real girls on your campus. You should probably pay attention to them.
Oh, okay. Shots fired.
Yeah, where that come from?
I don't know.
You know what? I don't like being involved.
You don't remember Manti Te'o's internet relationship?
Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, boy.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Go to bed. You Pete. You passed Pete with that one. We ain't even talking about God.
And they got drugged in the championship game by Alabama.
Which should have been Georgia then.
I'm just pointing out a few things that's happened in the past.
You know what Notre Dame is good for? The movie Rudy.
Not Rudy.
I mean, I said this before. When it comes to Notre Dame, since Lou Holtz, what we talking about?
Fans, Theo, you just got Claypool from Notre Dame. Are you sure you want to go down this road?
I can go down this road because they got one dude out of 22 starters. One was good enough to be drafted. I like Chase Claypool. He probably should have went somewhere else.
Notre Dame fans, send all your hate mail to. I ain't saying. I'm just saying.
I don't care nothing about all that. I don't care nothing about all that.
AntoineButler.com.
Don't care nothing about it. Listen, the only school that's been worse than Notre Dame is Michigan. I said it.